Good evening. I'm Doris Hall James from The Indie Show. The Indie Show provides a platform to showcase an artist's musical journey from the beginning of their career to the present. This evening, I bring to you John Fitch and Reuben Cross, writers of Evelyn Champagne King million seller Shame. Hi, John.
How you doing,
Hi,
Doris?
Reuben. How you doing?
Fine.
Good, good. It's good to see you.
Thanks for inviting us.
Oh, yeah, and I'm telling you, to this day, I am still dancing off that song. You know, it's like you just can't help yourself. Once you hear it, you start dancing. And, you know, the horn player, was that Sam Pete?
Sam Pete.
Sam
Yeah.
Pete?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
He was on the
Yeah,
show.
Sam was on the show.
Yeah, he was on the show a couple of weeks ago. He said he played for so many artists. He doesn't know who he played for, but he just knows his playing. So when he hears it, he knows
you
it's
know
him.
that's him, right?
Yeah. So I want to thank you for coming on the show. And I want to say hello to all our Facebook fans and all the whole world that's watching this show. And we hope that this interview encouraged some of you guys to stay in music, to go in music, and inspire you to keep doing the good things that you're doing. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, tell me, John, what age were you when you began your musical career?
I was about 8 or 9
Okay.
when I started getting interested in playing guitar.
Okay.
And it was kind of a funny thing because the guy that inspired me was Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
I know it sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But he used to have this show called Zane Grey Theater.
Okay.
Don't forget now, I was a little boy, 8, 9. And he was a cowboy. A lot of people don't realize that he was a cowboy before he was the president. But anyway, he had the Zane Grey Theater thing. And
Death Valley days and all that.
yeah. He was playing the guitar. He was holding the guitar, but he wasn't playing it. I knew somehow that he wasn't playing that guitar.
Oh.
I don't know how.
On stage.
I don't know how I knew that.
Okay.
But I was just looking at him like, oh, he ain't playing that. But anyway, that's what inspired me.
Okay.
So I cried. I was kind of poor. I cried, and my aunt finally broke down and brought me this guitar. That's how I started.
And that's how you started.
Yeah.
Did you know at that time that that was the instrument that you really wanted to play?
Oh, I knew it
You knew it.
right off the bat. I didn't want to play nothing else.
Isn't that something?
I tried the flute. I sucked at the
Okay.
flute
Mm-hmm.
and the violin.
But the guitar was
But the
it.
guitar, I stayed with that. I'm still playing it.
Okay.
So,
And how about you, Reuben? What age were you? And what got you into?
I remember being in school, like maybe I was like 7, 8, I don't know. I was always singing melodies. I was always good with melodies.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
My own, and I don't know, I know the melodies of songs, but I don't know the words.
Okay.
And I'm still the same way. Yeah, I don't even know my own. I know the melodies.
yeah, I can dig it. I have to write down all my lyrics. I can hear a song that I did 20 years ago. As soon as you put it on, I start humming it because I know the music.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember the lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah, that always amazed me too about you. You know, you like we might get together and we might not have done a particular song, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. But he always remembered. Comes just up like a computer.
Okay.
Man, it's weird, man.
Okay.
It's kind of
So
weird.
then when you always could hear these melodies, so what made you want to get into music?
Nothing made me get into it.
Uh-huh.
I just knew as I got older, I wanted to try. And all my friends would laugh at me, tease me, oh, you don't know nobody, you ain't gonna ever do bop. So I went with I met some other friends that I knew from school. And Roy used to sing with a group, Roy Calhoun. And
Calhoun.
yeah.
Okay.
And so I hooked up with them. And then we would talk about music, stuff like that. And then when it was time, one of the guys found place 309 South Broad Street. That's where Johnny.
Okay.
So we went down there. They go, oh, Ruben, you should go by yourself. And so I went down there. I stayed 4 hours more. The other guy got restless, left. I come down there every day.
Is this how you guys met?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's hear the story. Okay.
Every day.
Uh-huh.
And they go. The secretary whispered to, while he's on the phone, there's that guy again. That guy's here again. And so I thought I was getting somewhere. And then I went there when a group of the guys, Bunny Sickler, all them guys were there. And they sent John to throw me out.
John to throw you out?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I do. But you didn't do it. You listened to me and gave me a chance.
Well, that sounds like me.
And I went over your house, uninvited.
Mm-hmm.
I learned not to go to nobody's house uninvited again. And so that's how we became. Then I walked off the job I had. I just walked off. Didn't know anything about it. And just hooked up with John, and that was
okay.
Beautiful relationship.
Okay. So that's how you two met. So he was sitting in a studio or something waiting.
Yeah, every time I go, I say, who's this guy keeps sitting here like this? But you know them guys is back there. But he came in, Ruben came in, and he had some great ideas. He always does have great ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So he don't remember, but I did invite him up to the house because I didn't have my axe with me at the time. So I said, come on up the crib, and
Okay.
went back in our little room there. We had that little small cassette player. Remember, Ruben, that cheap one?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we wrote Shame on.
And we
The small
wrote it.
cassette, those little ones that we used to have, we
them
used to
little
carry around.
Mickey Mouse ones, yeah.
And when we wrote it, we got a hit. We got a hit. And
How'd you know it was a hit?
That's just, I think everybody feels that way. But we had something good and we felt it.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea what it did. I mean, that thing was on every radio station.
Yeah,
She
it
was
crazy.
on every TV show, won awards.
It's a good song. It
Yeah.
was an excellent song. I can't congratulate you enough because that was really a good song.
Then when they made the movie, Go Down Dirty Shame, that was even more money.
So when you guys met, did you feel like inside that you were going to be songwriters, co-writers together? How did it feel?
Well, I just heard what Ruben was doing,
Okay.
and I knew that if I get with him with what I knew, because he always had these great ideas. So, and after we wrote one or two things, we got like a rhythm, and we clicked.
Okay.
And I said, yeah, we never really even talked about it. And, we just kept getting together.
Just began to
Yeah,
write.
next thing you know,
And a lot of his boys didn't like me being around. What is that guy? Who is he?
Oh, okay. And why did they like you being around?
Because they didn't know me.
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's true. But see, Ruben, you're tuning me in on a lot of stuff that I forgot. Because I forget a lot of stuff now. I'm like 75,
Well, how did you meet? Like Frankie Beverly and Conway
Oh,
and
Frank
Jamie
and,
Godden and Sonny Nicholson. How did you meet those guys?
well, we all lived in the same neighborhood. Frank lived around the corner from me. Joe Conway lived up the street. Conway was from North Philly. But he was up there at Germantown every day, so you might as well say he lived up there.
Okay.
And we walked around and sang all the time, doo-wop.
So were you doo-wop on the corner?
Yeah, on the corner.
okay.
We cut out the knuckleheadism, with the knuckleheads, and we sang all the time.
Okay.
And that's when we came. The Butlers, well, we were the Blenders, we
Okay,
were
so that's
some
when
crazy-
that group performed.
Yeah.
So you became the Butlers.
Yeah,
That's
after a
what it
while,
was,
we
Butlers.
made our first record together on Jamie Godden,
Okay.
Johnny Madera, and Dave White. Dave White, at the hop. Remember that song? You can rock it, you can roll. Yeah.
Okay.
Dave White and Johnny Madera gave us our first song, Lovable Girl.
Okay.
And that was the start of that.
And what were you doing, Ruben, at that time?
No.
You weren't doing nothing? You still had those melodies going in your head, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Melodies were
Always had
still
that.
going in their head. Okay. And why did the Butlers break up?
Mainly because we were immature. We had all this talent, but we just didn't have the maturity to fuse it all together and work it out. Man, we were stubborn and young.
Okay.
Wasn't Frankie Beverly with y'all too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We just talked about him.
Frank Beverly was the lead singer.
Mm-hmm.
First song we ever did was Lovable Girl,
Okay.
and for Jamie Guyton.
Okay.
And then we went on to do Laugh, 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 you know, the Sun's Message. We stayed together for a long time.
Okay.
Did a lot of gigs, and we are like brothers today still. We're all still together. Me and Conway write songs together.
Isn't that great? That is
I
great.
talk to Frank a lot of times. Joe, still with us.
Okay.
We're all still together.
That's great.
But we just were young. We wanted, some of us, because we started playing too. Some of us wanted to play. Frank wanted to sing. When Frank played the heck out of some drums. A lot of people don't know that. And but he didn't want to play drums and sing.
Okay.
So we didn't want to get another guy that played drums. We didn't want nobody else in the group. So we kept going bing, bing, bing with that thing. So we were just immature. But everybody talented that was in the group, man. Everybody was talented.
Well, when did you meet T Life? How did he come into the picture?
T Life was in the neighborhood. We all lived in the
he was
same
in the neighborhood too, right?
Yeah.
So he wasn't part of the Butlers.
Nah, but he winded up playing with Frank later on. Him and Frank and a couple other guys had a band.
Okay.
Frank was the lead, and
Okay.
they used to play. Remember the living room down?
Yeah, I remember the
Remember
living room. Yeah.
Yeah, they played there all
Yeah.
the time. Yeah, So T Life he was a dynamite guitar player and singer, and they did that thing for I don't know a lot of years. Then he was by himself, you know. He went on to produce and stuff like that. But we were always friends.
Okay.
For years, since age 17, 18 years old. We were hanging out, singing doo-wop, competing against each other.
Well, now when Evelyn Champagne came into the picture, who asked you to write the song? Did you submit the song to her or to her managers? How did that happen?
So T called, hey Fitch, what you got? I got this girl. Oh, he was hanging with Gamble and Huff then. He was with them.
Okay.
That's how he met Evelyn. She, you know that story. And so once he started recording her and signed her, and he called him and said, "Hey, you got anything for the girl?" Some young girl that I'm doing. She wasn't Evelyn Champagne then,
Yeah,
And I said, "Yeah, me and my man, we got songs, So come on over, let me hear 'em." So laid it on him, and he liked it. But see, then this whole political thing started happening because guys with names came in, like Teddy Pendergrass. Remember Rube? And some guys, they were all bigger guys than us. And so we wound up on the B-side of the album.
Okay.
And things started going downhill for
So
him.
Shane was on the B side?
Yeah.
Oh.
Shane wasn't.
What?
Nah. They played, Teddy had a song. I mean, I understand that the guy had power and he was known. Me and Ruben, we weren't known like them guys
Okay.
on their level. So they basically played I can't remember all the guys, but they played their songs. They dropped their songs as singles and stuff. And then here go me and Rube on the B-side.
You showed him something, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, God is on the throne. And one day I used to work this crazy job. I don't even want to talk about that right now. T used to call me and say, he called me one day and said, hey, Fitch, man, RCA is going to drop the album. I said, what? Actually, I ain't gonna lie to you. I had tears in my eyes because I hustled and did this stupid job so long so I could be available to go in the studio and blah, blah, blah. And when he told me that, tears came out my eyes. But then, show you how good the Lord is.
It's good.
Some guy in Baltimore, some DJ, I don't know what his name is. Do you remember his name, Rude?
I thought it was Boston.
Nah,
In San Francisco.
Baltimore.
Yeah, okay.
He had this show, where you call in and say, make it or break it, you like it or play it.
Yeah, I remember those shows, yeah.
He called in. He played it and his switchboard lit up. Everybody called him, yeah. So he kept playing it. That's how. And then the word got to this guy, Frankie somebody, he was the big jock in New York. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Frankie. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Ruth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He big.
He was huge. And he took it and put it on his show.
Wow.
From this guy
Playing
in Baltimore.
it.
Yeah.
Was playing it.
Next thing you know, it's #1 on his show. And then look out.
That's it, huh?
That's it. Boom, 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 boom. It started rolling. And that was next thing, me and Ruben head spinning. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And RCA got right back behind the album. Dropped Shame as a single. Let's not forget that part. And phew, there we go.
Okay, well, what is this that I hear about the car wash? What was that about?
Oh,
Is the car
where I
wash?
worked at?
Yeah, is that where you were working when you said you were working a job that you didn't want to? You didn't.
No,
wanna
that's
work
no.
That wasn't it.
That wasn't it.
Okay, tell me about the car wash.
The car wash. Let me tell you from the beginning. These two guys, the young boys. I'll go real quick on it as fast as I can. Earl Smith and Timmy Smith used to visit their grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
I lived with my grandmother up the street, and these little guys. And whoever thought they would even get into music, they wind up being the showstoppers,
Oh, okay.
Ain't nothing but a house party.
Okay.
But I ain't seen them for years.
Okay.
After that, because I moved and I grew up and everything. And then one day, I seen them on Shelton Avenue. And you know who else was with them? The Burke brothers. Salmon Burke. Remember?
Oh, yes, I remember Salmon.
Salmon?
Yeah.
His two younger brothers, Laddie and Alec, with Timmy and Earl. I seen them
all up there.
I seen them on Shelton Avenue. They dressed like the Temptations. They got on these white shoes and this yellow suit. I'm like, Timmy and Earl, yeah, man, what's up? Well, we making a record. They used to call me Penn. I won't tell you why they call me that. We making a record, man. You want to come and play with us sometime? I said, yeah. I'm moving along. So I went and I jammed with them. And then they introduced me to their manager. He had a clothes store on Shelton Avenue. That's where they was coming from, taking pictures and profiling for the girls. And so they introduced me to him, and his name was Bruce Weinroth, but they call him Hub because he had all these braces that had like the hubcaps in his mouth or something. And they was messing with him. But anyway, long story short, I played with him. I did some gigs with him and everything. Then they got a deal with this guy named Carl from the Vibrations. You remember?
I remember. Oh, yes, that's right. Wasn't Carl? He was the leader.
Yeah.
So it was Ricky.
Ricky was the pretty boy.
Yeah, pretty. He was pretty. Yes, he
Look
was.
at that, look at that,
Yes,
look at that. Yes,
he
he
was.
was.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. Well, Carl was the light-skinned guy.
I know which one was Carl.
Yeah, but anyway.
That's when light skin was in.
Light skin was in, yeah.
Yeah.
And Hub, I'm going to call him Hub, Bruce Weinroth, hired Carl to produce the Showstoppers,
Okay.
Laddie and Earl and them. So they asked me, I played this tune for Carl, and I wound up, long story short, on the B-side of House Party with a song called What Can a Man Do? So I'm working at this Shelton Rambler I'm playing. I'm playing. See, I got music on my brain. I'm washing cars.
Okay.
That's what I
Okay.
was doing, washing cars. All of a sudden, here comes Hub and all these guys walking and ask me, "Hey, man, you want to go to London? We going on tour." I'm like, "No, see, I didn't want to go because I heard that they didn't like black people over there, which was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
They love black people, especially the entertainers and stuff."
Yeah.
So anyway, I went and talked to the boss. I told him because he's like, "What are they doing up in here?" So I told him they came and asked me to go on tour. He said, "You gonna go?" This is a nice guy. His name is Ivan Vassell. And he said, "Well, what you gonna do? You gonna wash cars, or you gonna
Go on tour.
you gonna go you gonna go to London, man?" You know, he said, "I'm gonna fire your bleep. You ain't gonna be working here anyway, so you might as well go ahead." So I went and two.
You wash cars or you
I'm
go
washing
to
cars, right? Here you go. 2 weeks later, I'm standing next to John
London?
Lennon
Sorry.
in Liverpool.
John Lennon?
John Lennon, yeah. I'm standing next to John Lennon, and oh, thanks. And you know, like when you walk into a movie and you first get in there, you can't really see the people around you.
Mm-hmm.
You see the screen, and before your eyes, get right. And he's right here where you are to me, and I'm like, John Lennon. And he's looking at me. I said, "Wow." I was kind of starstruck. Wow, I can't believe I'm standing next to John Lennon. And he says, "What's your name?" I said, John Fitch." He said, "Oh, I can't believe I'm standing next to Johnny Fitch." And that's how we became friends, you know what I'm saying? And that was in Liverpool. Then later on, we left there. We did gigs there, and then we went and played in London
Okay.
at this club, the Bag of Nails. And there he was. I walked in, and there he was. And we hung out. We became buddies the whole time I was there.
That was excellent.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, were you and Ruben together at that time?
No,
Or-
this is before.
This is
This is
before.
before Ruben. Okay. Yeah. I was with the Showstoppers for a while, but they caught most stories don't have a happy ending, which I hate.
Well,
But at the end of the picture, and then
Yeah.
stuff got political and negative, blah, 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 and they broke up, and I was looking for something else to do.
okay. Okay.
You got me thinking about John Lennon.
Yeah. That I would have been shocked too.
Yeah,
if I
the one
turned around
time,
and sit
one
next
time I
to-
gotta tell you this. The one time, he decided to get naked and go down Piccadilly Circus. It's like going down City Hall and riding around. It's like that. He decided to get naked and go down there and stop right in the middle of traffic and get out of his car.
He was naked?
Yeah, he was naked. He was naked.
Oh, okay. That was.
So anyway, because they locked him up, and but he called me up and he said, "Hey Johnny, how'd you like me bum?" That's what they call their butts. How'd you like me bum, Johnny? I'm like, well, as bums go, man, I prefer looking at your face, but anyway, they fined him 300. I said, well, look, 300 pounds they fined him, which is shoe money to him.
About $600.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
But he said something there that made me think. He said, they're always saying that I did something that I didn't do, so I decided
To do something now.
to do something that I really did do it. And then, yeah, well, you did something.
Oh, okay.
But that was an experience with the Showstoppers. I was there. I lived there for like 6 months, I think, because you have to leave to get citizenship. You can't stay there
Okay.
because you don't want to stay there anyway. The taxes is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But then I came back. That's when I met Rube, because I was like looking around. Okay, now what am I gonna do here?
Okay.
I started playing with rock bands. I played rock bands with Joe Collins, and we did all that circuit in Philly. And then I met Rube.
And that's when everything began
Yeah, that's when
to
that other side of the thing started going down.
And Ruben, all these
Yeah.
melodies was in his head.
Yeah, Ruben's
finally
always
could
out
get
there.
those melodies. I love melodies too.
Yeah.
I love them. You know. Let me say, let's take a moment and let's say hello to our Facebook fans and friends. Hello, Facebook. We have Gerald 6. Hi, Gerald. How you doing? That's my cousin. I had to put that in. Kenny Jenkins. We want to say hi to Kenny. Thanks for your support. Matt Green. Hi, Matt. Thanks for your support. Matt Green said, I remember the living room at 13th and Locust. That's where it was. Huh?
Yeah.
13th and Locust.
Yeah, 13th and Locust.
Mhm.
That was the spot.
Okay. And James Gerald saying, very good show as usual. Thank you, James. Thank you, Gerald. And then Matt Green, Frankie Crocker. Okay.
Frankie Crocker.
That's his name, Frankie Crocker.
Yeah, Frankie Crocker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so he
What he
remembers
said,
that
Matt?
name.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, he remembers that name.
Yeah, that's the guy that put busted shame in New York.
Ah, and then Michelle, thanks for joining us. And T Life has joined us. T, we were talking about you earlier. Thanks for joining us. Okay, and I want to say thank you to our sponsors. This portion of our show was sponsored by Yasmin Clean Cuts at 864 Hatfield Street in Philadelphia. Her hours are Saturday 9 to 7 and Sunday from 11 to 4. You should see the way she sends our guys out. They have parts, cuts, and they're shape-ups. They really look good. Her shop is always crowded, so you need to get there early so you can get out there. But she does a good job. Thank you, Yasmin.
Should have
Okay.
caught me before when I had more hair. Yeah, I might have gave you a play.
You can still give her a play. Okay, so let's continue. Let's talk about you for a minute. Now, you didn't know John at that time. So tell me a little bit about what you were doing during that time. Come on, tell me, because you said your friends were saying that you weren't going to be able to do this. And so why were they saying that?
Oh, nobody expects anybody that knows each other to make it.
Okay.
Always been that way.
Haters, we call them now.
Yeah, haters. But that didn't stop you from trying. You kept on trying.
Yep.
And your day finally came when you went down, was it 309?
Yeah,
Is that where it
yeah,
was?
yeah.
Okay.
No,
No? Okay.
it was the Eagle, wasn't it?
The Eagle?
309 was Kenny Gamble's place.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So where did you...
I don't
Okay.
forget where that office was Life had.
Yeah, it was the Eagle restaurant or whatever over the top or something.
Yeah, but see, man, I'm 75.
Okay.
I don't remember.
So it was not 309, it was...
Yeah,
What was it?
Wherever it was,
could be
that's where that
355
secretary
or
was.
something
That's
like
what...
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so you kept on pushing and kept pushing until you met the right people, because that's what happened.
Well, yeah, that happened. But it was all luck. I didn't know where I was going.
It was blessings. Like it was meant to be.
Yeah.
You know, it was all.
Yeah.
Praise God.
Nothing happens by chance.
Yep.
It was all meant to be. Okay, and so now, can you really say, John, that John Lennon played an intricate part of your career?
In a sense, because John Lennon was a very complex kind of guy. He was like up and down kind of. He was, at first I didn't really like him. We talked at the club and stuff, and I said, because people annoyed him all the time. But he was like different personalities. He would be up one minute, then he would be down the next. Then he would say, look, the United States owes me $300 some million, and I'd be like, John, you don't need the money, you know what I mean? But we talked about this. He said, you think you're gonna be like me, Johnny? And he made me think. He said, "You want to?" I said, "Yeah, but look, you made it, man. You know, like people be trying to make it, but you guys really made it."
Right.
He said, "Yeah, but I can't do anything. I come here almost every night. This is kind of a private club. So, long story short, you know, he was a real prankster anyway. We had fun. He would show me stuff that
Okay.
was crazy.
Okay.
But I asked him a question. I said, "Hey, man, if you had it to do over, would you do it?" And he looked at me. He's like, "Nobody never asked me that before." He said, "Damn, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. You know,
It's
you
rough.
yeah, you
It's
want to
rough.
be all this and then sometimes you just want to be a regular guy, you know."
It looks like it's easy, but
Yeah.
I can imagine, man.
He started depressing me
it's
for a
rough.
minute. I was like, "Stop talking to you for a minute."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're like, I don't know what I want.
Yeah, because now I don't know if I want to be all that or what.
Well, who else inspired you during your career? Who else could you say?
Well, you know, I just liked. Well, you mean once I started getting out there and touring and stuff? When I was with the Showstoppers, I met Gary U.S. Bonds. He was a great guy.
Gary U.S. Bond.
He was the first Prince.
Yes, I would say so
He's
too.
the pretty
Gal.
boy too, right?
Yes, I would say so.
But he was the coolest dude. He, you know, we used to go out and have a
Don't
drink.
pretend you don't know
I
him.
have no idea. Who
Yeah,
y'all
yes,
talking
you
about.
do.
Yeah,
Yes, you do.
yeah. Check him out. You know,
Gary U.S. Bond.
yeah,
Yes, you do.
Bobby Lewis, Gary U.S. Bonds, them kind of guys. You know, Smokey, and I met Stevie, and me and Stevie used to talk all the time. He's a crazy guy too, by the way. And you know, those kind of guys made me feel like, because when you're talking to them and everything, you know, that star thing is not present. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just like we talking.
Okay.
And so you know, I felt like I wanted to be like that. You know, I wanted to be humble, and but I wanted success. I don't really take myself that serious, but I like to do a serious job.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. How about who inspired you, Ruben?
All the groups, all the groups. I mean, Motown. I mean that, and before that, I used to. Well, my first artist that I liked was Johnny Ace.
Johnny Ace.
Forever My Darling.
Oh, my
And when he
forever.
died,
Forever, my darling.
that's when I really started getting the music.
That was my mom's
Yeah.
boy, man. How old are you for real, man? You pulling my leg. This guy.
Johnny Ace, right.
And then it was,
Yeah, he killed himself on something. Yeah. Russian
Yeah.
roulette. Russian roulette.
yeah.
My mom used to sing that too. Man, my mom, she inspired me too. And she taught me how to sing harmony and all that
Did she?
when I was a little tyke. Yeah, God bless her.
So did you
I
come
never
from a
heard that
musical family?
Not really a musical family. Well, my cousin played with Frank Beverly, guitar. He's a guitar player. Both of my cousins are guitar players. But no, my mom used to sing all the time.
Okay.
Just period, around the
Okay.
house.
Okay.
So she taught me how to harmonize, and I cried. I wanted to be a bass, and she said, "No, well, you just can't be a bass. You know, you're gonna have that voice, or you don't." She was playing stuff like that to me, you know.
So did you guys get to play at any of the venues for Evelyn Champagne King? Did you
No, I
any
never.
performances or anything like that?
No.
So you weren't performing. You were not just, but you were songwriters.
Yeah, we were writers. Me and Ruben would rehearse her. So I had this little raggedy white station wagon back in 70, whatever it was.
And I was designated driver to take
You
home.
was the designated driver.
I'll pick her up at a Broad Island. And we would rehearse her. She was so cute, little 16-year-old. We would rehearse her though. And we not only we wrote the songs, and me and Ruben would rehearse her, and she would tell us about her boyfriends and young girl stuff. And but we didn't just write. We worked with her too.
Okay. Are you still in contact with her?
Yeah.
You still in contact? Well, where is she now?
She lives in Cali.
California.
Yeah. but she's all over the world.
I know, I can
Still
imagine.
singing Shane. The last time. the last
That's
time.
excellent.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, that's wonderful, and that song should be sung as many times as it can.
She's still
'Cause
singing
that's a
Shane.
good dancing song.
She's still doing it.
And we
There's
met
some one
Kashif.
hit wonders have been singing the
Oh
same song.
man,
We met
that's good.
Kashif.
Chubby Checkers and all.
Chubby Checker. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, we met Kashif in RCA. Remember John?
Kashif?
Yep. He
No.
wrote Love Come Down and
Yeah.
that.
I really like that.
That was done by
I
her
love
too,
that
wasn't it?
song though.
Yeah,
She
sung
sang
it.
Love Come
Yeah,
Down.
I'm not gonna
But
hate.
Kashif did it.
Not gonna hate. I love the Love Comes Down.
We met him before he wasn't in that position yet, but he was right up there in the office with the guy, so he got it later on. Then next thing I know, he did some things on it.
Mm. I don't remember him, man, but
I do.
I like what he did.
Okay,
I'm not
because I
gonna-
like that song. In fact, I think I heard that yesterday morning because, you know, they played like oldies and that one came
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And I posted a video on my indie show. It was you. Oh my God, I can't even remember. It was you and T, and I think it was Raymond Earl.
Mm-hmm.
It was Evelyn. You were standing. I don't know whether you were singing or performing or something, but it was a video I posted.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's a
Man.
good
So
picture.
many things we did, you know.
I
It's
know,
like,
it's
ooh,
great.
Ding, 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 ding.
How do you feel about all the things that you've done? Come on, get excited. You did a lot of stuff. Come on.
It's not what I did. In my opinion, is what I'm about to do.
Uh-oh.
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 There you go.
Okay.
Scared
Okay.
We can't
Okay.
talk about it.
Scared
I
of
can't
him.
talk about it. You're scared of him, right?
Yeah,
Scared of him, man. But hey, I'm gonna be right there on your hip, Rube, when we do it.
Yeah.
Here we go again, brother. One more time. It's
Well,
gonna be great.
before we go into what you're about to do, tell me about romantic
Dramatic attitude.
attitude. Yeah, that's what it is. Attitude. Tell
Did
me.
you happen to go and listen to it?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that was a wild thing. Well, when I was in London, I did have some free time sometime. When the showstoppers would go do something and they didn't need me, I wouldn't go.
Okay.
So I met this guys from Beacon Records, long story short. And they said, come on, man, you know, you want to make a record? Yeah, sure. So I went in there, I wrote this song, Romantic Attitude. And I went and I did it. And after a while, I got this check for 1 pence.
One what?
1 pence.
Penny?
That's
A
a penny.
penny?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, hey man, what's going on? Like Joe Frazier used to say, what going on? You know what I'm saying? And so
A check for a penny.
yeah, they had, well, you know, we had to pay this, we had to pay that, we had to pay. So anyway, I know they jerked me around,
Yeah.
but it's cool. Now that was 1968, right? I'm home last year, and this guy contacts me. He'd been looking for me for 2 years from Switzerland.
Okay.
Okay, see, this is what my man was talking about earlier, Drew, about that guy that was on here. What was his name? He got in touch with him, and he got
Oh,
a show.
yeah, Boss Man. he
Boss
got-
man, yeah.
Oh
Some
yeah,
show he
from
got
Las
a gate
Vegas.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, something similar to that.
Basically,
He called. He texted me. I don't know how he got all my information. But anyway, long story short, he said, "Hey man, we've been trying to get you for 2 years. That song you made, Romantic Attitude, is a smash over here, and it's the most favorite song. And he has 3 discos, and he's kind of a big dude over there. So he says, "Hey man, I want to print this up, and I wanted to, you know, release it." So I'm like, "Okay, man. So send me a contract, and send me some money,
Oh yeah, yes.
because I ain't going for that one
That one
pence
penny.
thing no more."
Pence.
So
Okay.
long story, you
Did
know.
you tell him about the 1 pence?
No, I ain't telling him that. I didn't want to tell him that. But anyway, we made a deal, and it's been out since October to September.
Okay.
I should be seeing some money.
All right. All right.
So
That's good. That's
yeah.
good.
So they
That's
jerk me
good.
around, but God is on the throne.
He is.
You see, you
He
can't
is.
do people wrong and think it's not going to come back on you. And it came back on them. Now, these people that jerk me around with the 1 penny, they can't say nothing. Because if they do, then I'm going to get an attorney. They got to come out with all the records and say, it ain't over yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to find out how much money they made off of me. Okay? So they better just stay quiet as long
Yeah.
as they can. So that, yeah, that's what happened with that romantic
There's
attitude.
some things here. What is the Rubik Cube? Did I pronounce that right?
Ruben Cross?
No.
That's your nickname. Somebody gave you a nickname.
Rubik's Cube.
They gave Ruben a nickname already?
Hey, I guess
That's
that's
T-Light.
you. That's you.
Oh, that's
Okay.
T-Light?
T-Light
And
said, hey,
then
Rubik's Cube.
He said something. T's
Oh.
saying something about the Schubert building. Did something happen there?
That must be where
Yeah.
the office was, the
The
Schubert building.
The Schubert building.
Thanks, Theodore.
Or the Fantasy Lounge.
Yeah, we can't remember all that stuff, man.
I know.
Yeah, I
Wasn't a
think that-
Fantasy
old head.
Lounge off Broad Street?
Yeah, it had
Yeah.
a big eagle on top of the building. It's white when you go in. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what it was, Ruben Schubert.
And Nadine Fambro, she joined us. Gates, hi Nadine.
Hey, cuz.
Lonnie Berry joined us. Hi Lonnie. And Mike Jones joined us. Hi Mike. Okay, thank
I wonder
you
if
for your support.
Francine watching this. Oh, that's Tina Wu. Francine.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
my girl. I'm going to call you tonight, Tina.
Okay, so tell me about Wardell Piper. You did some songs for Wardell.
Yeah, but I don't remember how I met. Ruben was the one that brought her on the
Okay,
scene.
tell me about Wardell.
I was just looking for singers, right? And my brother-in-law hooked me up with these 2 girls in North Philly. So I go there. They were great looking, but they had roaches all around the joint.
Roaches.
I couldn't look. I'm trying to pretend like I don't see them. And they saying they can't sing,
No, he did.
but they got a girlfriend that can sing.
Okay, so 2 girls couldn't sing.
Right.
The
Okay.
2 Roach girls couldn't sing.
2 roach girls.
Is that what you said?
I mean, I'm trying
Sorry about
pretend
that.
like
ladies.
trying to look her in the eye. I'm going. I know she sees roaches, man.
I know she's seeing me.
They had
Oh my
a
God.
Wardell. So I talked to her on the phone, and then we met, and that was it. And I brought her to John.
Okay, so you met Wardell through the other 2 girls. Is that how?
Yeah. Well, based through my my brother-in-law hooked me up with them. And when I went to their house, they told me they couldn't sing, but they had a friend that could sing.
That's weird. I'm gonna hook up these girls, but they can't sing. That's wild, Ruben. You never told me that, man. That's like-
Okay, and then you got a chance to meet. And so, what did you guys write for Wardell?
Well, we wrote. There was this disc jockey. Ruben brought the ideas. Ruben is the idea guy.
Okay,
He's the one that brought shame to me.
okay.
You know,
Okay.
we collaborated, and I did my part. He did it, and we got it all together.
You got any more of shame, that kind of stuff we
You
can
better,
use?
better have some.
Well, all you can do is write a good song, I feel. You can't like go, oh, I'm gonna try to write another hit.
You just write a good
Most of all
song.
this stuff is accident. You know what I mean? You don't know. The public lets you know that. Oh, I got a hit.
You just write what you like. If you like it, then you go with it.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Okay, so what did you do on Wardell?
Well, Ruben came. There was this disc jockey. I don't know if you remember him, Captain Boogie.
Captain Boogie.
You remember Captain Boogie, the disc jockey? You don't remember him? Well, anyway, Ruben brought the idea of the song Captain Boogie. So, you know, we go back into the lab, our little raggedy little cassette player in the lab that we do. And we got to working on Captain Boogie. We did Captain Boogie. We did Super Sweet.
Super Sweet.
You remember Super Sweet?
No.
You know?
Mm-mm.
That was a hit. Captain Boogie was pretty good. I see Wardell on YouTube doing Captain Boogie.
Yeah.
You see him?
I see Wardell.
Yeah.
She's, she has a new CD out. It's been out for a little bit.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
She
know
has
that.
a new CD out. And I think she bought us a copy of one of her CDs, right?
Yeah.
When she did her interview here, and she bought us a copy of one of her CDs.
Okay,
You know,
cool.
so she's still,
I've seen her.
she's a
She
great
came to
gal.
my
She's still
studio
working. Yeah.
last year. She came to the studio and rehearsing with a group that she was going to do a show with. I was like, what the hell?
Isn't that great?
Yeah,
Now I
yeah.
gotta find Captain Boogie
Captain Boogie.
Find Captain Boogie
and
and
it was
Super Sweet.
and Super Sweet.
super sweet.
Yeah.
Now, it was some other people I want to talk about. Barry Manilow. What did you do for Barry?
Barry Manilow. Wow, that guy.
Look at all the guys you work with. Look at this here.
Well, Barry Manilow decided that he wanted to be, for all intents and purposes, a black guy now.
Oh,
Okay.
He was
okay. Okay.
all this time. He's like, oh, "I love you, Mandy, oh Mandy." Okay, I wrote him a song called "Song Unsung," just in that groove. He gets back to me with some political stuff that he wants to be with. What's the guy? Can't touch this. Dun, dun, you know.
Can't touch his
Hammer.
hammer. Yeah.
MC Hammer.
You want to get I know
Manilow with
I know it sounds crazy, but you can imagine how crazy it sounds to me.
Yeah.
So politically, that got derailed, the song, because he didn't last 5 minutes in that.
That
Can't touch this.
No.
Yeah.
He can't. He last 5 minutes in that. But that, I had to wrote a song for him. Everything. But I wasn't with Rube then. At that point, I was, dealing with a lot of rock and roll and stuff.
Okay. Okay, and we've talked about Chubby Checker.
Yeah, I wrote Chubby Checker's songs for Chubby. He recorded "I'm a Winner." He went on at the White House and sang it. And he didn't give me no money either. By the way, Chubby,
Aw.
you didn't pay me for that performance, Bros. I hope you're looking at this. But
That's
anyway,
terrible. That's terrible.
yeah, man.
on, let's pay
it's
up,
it's a
right?
lot of
Yeah.
you know what going on in the business. You know that you've been in it
Yeah,
for a long time.
it's a lot of it.
But yeah, and then I've been exposed to a lot of people, man, over the years.
And you
But-
did something here for Teddy Pendergrass.
I wrote a song for Teddy called "Time in a Day," but then unfortunately, he liked it, but that's when he got
Oh.
in the accident, and that was the end of that. But it was a good song for him. But like stuff. You just keep trying.
You keep trying.
You know what I mean?
Always keep
This
trying.
business will let you
keep-
know
Mm-hmm.
if you want to be in it. Okay, you say you want to be in it, and it's mostly the yays and nays is mostly nays. Okay,
Yeah.
and more nays than there's yays. So you'll see if you got any heart
Yeah.
when you do this.
And longevity.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I always say that there's room out there for everybody in whatever you want to do.
Mhm.
Sometimes things are not for you to do, and no matter how much you push to do it, it just doesn't work out. But
Or it ain't your time.
it's not your time yet. But I think it's transferable skills. I always use that word
Mhm.
because sometimes you can put the same skills into something else and still be into what you want to do. Like if you're a songwriter and you're writing songs, then you have a chance to be able to sometimes perform the songs. You can go into performing.
Yeah.
It's just other things you can do to be into music. I love music. Okay, and I've always loved music, and I've always tried to be in music since I was like in a glee club. In a glee club. And although my dad said no, I wouldn't take no for an answer.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't become a singer or anything like that, but I stayed in music all my life. I created a 501c3 so I can make sure children get some kind of music lessons or learn something about the guitar. So I did that. And Gilbert and I even took off, and I told you, and we went and got this big building, these 2 buildings, and we were going to make this studio, and we were going to make a studio and rehearsal and dream. We lost so much money that we were so glad to get out of there. You know?
I wound up so stressed out.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, he was
about
sick.
man.
So, but from that,
man.
we learned a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we
It's
learned.
always an education.
It's always
A
something
little
to
piece of
learn.
education goes along with those little butt whippings.
Yeah,
Okay, and disappointments.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're still in music. We're still around the people that we want to be around, all the musicians and all the singers. So we're still in it, just in a different way. But I want to talk about the song for Jermaine Jackson. Let's talk about that one.
No, somewhere from now.
Okay, let's talk about that song.
Well, the thing of it is that I think about the most is, are you still looking T-Life? Because T-Life is a rough dude. Okay.
Talking about your T.
Said our life is a rough dude. He called me like he always do. Hey, John, what you doing? No, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just chilling. Come on, wanna go with me? Where are we going? We going down to some big hotel downtown. I don't remember. And latest tune on Jermaine Jackson. I'm like, Jermaine Jackson? Yeah. Come on, man. So we met up. We went down there. Because me and T had wrote this song.
Yeah.
Anyway, we go in there, and all these writers are in there, and everybody's looking all sad. I won't mention their names because they had just been rejected by Jermaine
Okay.
and laid all this stuff on him already. And he said no.
Nope, not that one.
Not that one. So the air in that room was like, the vibe was like, you hear the crickets and get pass out the tissues. but anyway, and then here comes me and T. And T is like, he's such a cocky dude. So we go, and Jermaine, he's arm wrestling all this security men, you know. Bam! Of course, he's beating them all, right? So who's going to beat him anyway, you know? The people still want to work.
Money man.
Yeah, who's gonna take the money man down? So anyway, that's the song, Somewhere From Now. He liked it right off the bat. And we wound up going in the studio.
Okay.
Okay. He did not perform it, let's just say, to our satisfaction. He was a little sheepish with it. No offense, Jermaine, I still love you. But anyway, we got paid.
Yeah, yeah.
Me and T got paid.
So you got paid.
But
right?
but Motown would not release it.
Okay.
They brought it from us, the rights to release it, but never released it.
Okay.
That is a great song too. Thanks for reminding me of that.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
If that's part of the business for someone to buy a song, you write it,
Yeah.
and they buy it from you, and just
They-
set it. What's the purpose for a later date? Or
Yeah, well,
Put it
you
on the
know,
shelf.
see, I don't really like that too much anymore because I think there should be a time limit on, you know, but see, they give you some money hush money to chill you out, but I think it should be a time limit on how long they can shelf it. You know what I mean?
Right, right. And don't put it on
And
the shelf
don't-
forever.
It is
Yeah,
your work.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, and you don't get your money back either.
Wow.
Did I mention? You know what I'm saying? But that was some time ago. I never heard the song.
Okay.
But you know, now I probably wouldn't really want to do that. You know, not like that unless it was a nice amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I had to think about it. But that's what was happening with that
Well,
Jermaine thing.
Yeah. Jermaine used to call me, right? After Shane, you know what I mean? Everybody looks for writers, I guess, or the name who wrote it. I don't know how he got my name, but he would call me all the time, and he was trying to set me up to write something for this white girl he had, and everything was going smooth. Then all of a sudden, she met Rick James on the elevator, and that was the end of that. That was Tina Marie.
That was Tina. Oh, wow. See,
that
that's
was
what I'm
the
talking
end of
about.
it.
All that crazy stuff that goes down, you be right there, and then some weird goes down,
Oh.
and it don't happen, but you said that's how it is.
That's how it is. That's it. But look what you've done. You know, he called you for material. So you must have been a good songwriter. Yeah.
He is a good songwriter.
But maybe you moved too slow. I don't know how.
Let's call it, that was messed up.
Yeah.
I couldn't even answer my own phone. Everybody went, "Oh, it's Jermaine, it's Jermaine." All the the girls and
They answering the phone because
yeah, I
it's
couldn't
Jermaine.
answer it right.
What you mean?
And then Tina met Rick James on the elevator or something. That's what.
Yep.
And that was it, huh?
Yep.
Jermaine stopped calling.
Yeah. Because she hooked up with him, you know.
Yeah, she hooked
They
up with
had
Rick.
a thing, affair anyway, you know.
Okay. Okay, so now
So we
let's
don't know
talk
where
about
that story's going.
let's talk about our future. What are you guys doing now?
Well, I tell you what, you mentioned the kids and everything because a good friend of yours and mine, Arnold Coley.
Arnold Coley, great guy. Yes.
Yeah, him and I are doing songs, gospel songs. We just dropped something. I Want to Be With You, Jesus was a friend of mine who didn't get to finish it. I was married once. Actually, I was married more than once, but that's another interview. Anyway, my wife's sister, ex-wife, she passed away. He's the one who was married to her, and he did this song, but he died before he could release it, and it wasn't finished. So I wrote some of the song and finished it, Arnold and I,
Okay.
and we dropped it, and it's out there now. So I Want to Be With You, Jesus, and then we're doing things for the kids.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, I know he's
Yeah,
doing. Yeah.
I Can Count to 10.
Yeah, I think I have some of his.
You heard that?
Yeah, I think I have that.
Yeah, that's me and Arnold.
Okay.
So we're working on that, and we're doing Frankie Beverly's niece, Kim Beverly. She's a rapper, old school. You can understand what she's saying, kind of thing.
Okay.
Oh, you can understand what she's saying.
Yeah,
The
you
lyrics.
probably would like it because
Okay.
it's nothing that I don't think the young kids will just go crazy, but she's good. And Frank's helping us out with it.
Okay.
Frank gave us a nice little piece of change to
Okay.
get things started and going.
Okay.
And that's what I'm doing. And what me and Ruben are about to do is going to be, if God blesses us, phenomenal.
Okay.
And we're getting busy on that
You're gonna surprise us and let us know what that's gonna be.
as soon as the
Very
mum
near
is
future.
not the word anymore.
Okay.
When they take the mum off.
Mom, you ain't mumble rapping now. Come on.
No, they want us to keep it quiet. Remember, mum's the word. Is that going back too far? I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, that's not too far.
Okay.
Now I know that Arnold has his own radio station.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Be Informed? Or
Yes.
that's his email?
No, yeah.
What is it called?
I'm not sure totally.
I think Be Informed is his email. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
That is the-
But we have our own radio station. We have Philly Live Radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're always looking for another program we're going to start in the very near future is to put original material on the show for an hour, okay?
Oh, yeah?
And host just original material, only original material. And I really want to do it with not known artists.
Indie.
Would you like to do Kim?
Not known,
Kim?
independent, indie, okay, whatever that is. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so that could be another outlet for the things that
I'm already clicking on it.
Okay, that could be another outlet.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, what would you? So I want you to hear that, because if you're an artist or songwriter or something, we will have a platform for you to send in your material so that we can play it on Philly Live Radio.
Okay.
Okay. So now closing, because we're getting ready to close. What would you like to say to your Facebook fans and friends in the entire world to inspire them, if they're in music, to continue to practice and talk to them?
Basically, you're just saying it. Go ahead, Rube.
Come on, Rube.
Well, obviously, keep doing what you're doing. Don't let anybody tell you whatever, especially your spouses, because they will tell you turn that junk down and all that crap, and you get like crazy about it. And don't listen to nobody. Do your own thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of basically the same, because how many times, I don't know if people know Sting, Sting. I met Sting too. I forgot to tell you that too. I spent a lot of time with him too. But they told him to go back home. His songs would never sell. Okay, well, whoever that guy was,
he was wrong.
Yeah. So now they offering him $350 million.
Oh my God.
For his catalog. Okay. So no, and my man Wayans, no, it's just no today. No don't mean that
No
it's
forever.
no. Yeah.
That's a good saying.
Yeah.
That's a good saying.
I got that from my man. And also the Rolling Stones too. They went back home, long ride home.
Okay.
With, shows nobody showed up, believe it or not. So like Rue said, you just gotta have heart, man, and you just gotta have God's favor, and you just gotta keep praying and keep playing and keep writing and doing what you do.
And with that, we have to say good night, because our time is almost. So I want to
just
thank.
starting to have
I know,
fun.
but it was great. I want to thank Facebook family and friends, and thanks to Gilbert, the producer. Thanks to our sponsors for sponsoring us and believing in us. I want you to check out Philly Live Radio and listen to your favorite oldies on the radio. We have some programs called Talent of Philadelphia. We have that on Tuesday night. Let's Go Back is on Tuesday night. And Carlos Devant is our host. I don't know whether you know Carlos, but he's our host.
I don't think I
And
know.
we have a Sunday inspirational program by Reverend Willis A. Brown of the Mount Airy Baptist Church. So follow me on Facebook, like me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out me on Instagram. And please check out my webpage. I keep working hard on that webpage. Check it out. And with that, Facebook fans and friends, we're out. We'll see you next week. Our guest will be Gabriel. Okay, with Dean Morrow. Okay, thank you.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye-bye.